So I'm here at IBC 2024, one of the biggest exhibitions for videography, for broadcast, filmmaking gear. And it's my first time here, and I will see like what kind of gear they have. And right now here's the Scorpion from Tilta.
Okay.
This was very spontaneous that you just came here.
Yeah, I just came. Just went to the bathroom.
See you later.
All right, cool.
And now we're going to check out the booths, hopefully find some hidden gems and stuff that I will like and like to present to you guys. First off, thank you to Hollyland for inviting me to the IBC. They actually provided my friend Vidan with a lot of very useful gear, like the Solidcom C1, which makes our workflow on set a lot smoother. Smooth like Vidan's camera operating. The Solidcom C1 are intercoms which doesn't need a bass transmitter, and they bring communication with your team to the next level. They also have wireless mics and some impressive new tech. You should definitely check them out. Before I start with my personal highlights, there are also a couple of companies that I think are worth mentioning, but if you don't want to see that, you can just skip ahead to the highlights. I'm gonna go through it really quick. So we got Celens, a company that wasn't on my radar, because they aren't that widespread in Europe yet. They announced a very nice heavy-duty Mac liner with a lot of smart features, like these quick-release latches for faster assembling and disassembling. Fun fact, their Mac liners are so heavy-duty that their whole booth is actually held up by 3 of them. I only knew of some lighting stands that I have and mounts because I bought them recently, but they literally have everything. Cages, lights, batteries, tapes, Apple boxes, and probably still stuff that I haven't seen. Damn, this wasn't quick at all. Okay. Case showed their magnetic filters in all kinds of variations and a new 200mm lens with a special bokeh. Fieldworld has a dedicated vertical monitor and showed off their live streaming gear. Sirui had nothing new, but it was my first time seeing their Saturn lenses in real life, and they were really small and light. I could even do some test shots with it, but my stupid ass forgot to turn off dynamic active stabilizer, so the image warps weirdly. But you still get the idea of how good they actually look. PGY-Tech is probably known for their high quality bags and accessories, but this little iPhone stand could do it all. You have a little finger loop for a more secure grip in vertical and horizontal mode. You can use it as a phone stand in all kinds of angles, but also as a little tripod that not only lets you use your front camera, but also your main camera in vertical and horizontal mode for your filming sessions. I had another stupid moment at the DZO booth. They presented their Typog lineup of lenses, but the only thing I got is this shaky test shot cause I forgot to come back and cover their booth. I hope they will be at Video Data post IBC in Hamburg, so I can share this amazing lens with you. Okay, that's it for the mentions. Now let's come to my highlights. Let's start with a brand that provides you with the world's best quick release system. I'm very familiar with their products, but they still managed to surprise me with 2 new products. One is this mini cage for the DJI Pocket 3. It's basically a small strip of metal that gives you tons of mounting options while not being too bulky or heavy. But I'll talk about that in a separate video more in depth. The second product is this light mount to control the angle and movement of any light dome combination. This prevents you from having to bring the whole light down, reposition it and then bring it back up just to notice that the angle is still not correct. Just use this little control. It's still a prototype, that's why it still looks kinda rough, but hey, when the final product comes out, just take my money. Tilta showed off their Hydra arm, which doesn't need a counterweight on top of a car and is controlled by this remote control. They seem to focus on all kinds of vehicle mounts, from big camera rigs to as tiny as DJI Pocket 3. They also showed their Chronos ecosystem for cages and accessories for iPhone. Laowa presented their Sword macro lenses, which gives you some crazy new possibilities. With this 15mm lens, you can focus so close that the object basically touches the lens. And I didn't even know that this existed, but Laowa also had an anamorphic zoom lens. Please tell me I'm not the only one that didn't know. We can't talk about IBC highlights without mentioning the world's first anamorphic autofocus lens. Blazar brought the 35 and the 50mm 1.33x Apex lenses to the IBC 2024 to show off what they are capable of. They are T1.8 and they are electronically connected to the camera, so you can even see the T-stops on your display. I was able to do some test shots with them at the booth and they already looked amazing. I guess we just gotta wait for them to be released so we can test them out in the field. Hobolite made it their mission to make high quality lighting but also make the light itself look like a designer piece. They believe that your gear also represents you in a way, so you should present yourself in the best looking way possible. We are here at the booth from Saramonic. I'm here with Lavinia, and I was very interested in these microphones here because they have displays on it. I mean, this is not the best place to test it out because there's a lot of noise, so we will try to use HD noise reduction. Yes. Saramonic already showed off their BlinkMe wireless mics at NAB, but not a lot of people seem to talk about it. I find it pretty genius to have a mic where you can display your own or your client's logo. So instead of trying to hide the mic, they're making it a feature, just like Apple did with their dynamic island. When I walked past Tarion, I saw this folding magliner and I was like, this is exactly what I was looking for. We already used the motorized handcart on our last shoot, and that was already a game changer. But I was actually missing a workspace, and I was already thinking about how to mod the handcart with a table or something, but Tarion already made it. On bigger productions, we just have magliners, but on small shoots where we are just about like 5 people or something, that's just too heavy. They actually have 2 versions. Currently they are planning on releasing the non-motorized one by the end of the year, and the motorized version is still in consideration depending on customer feedback. I'd definitely go with the motorized version. Would you guys need one of those? If yes, which one? Let me know in the comments so we can get the motorized version. Mofage had a super stylish little booth presenting their PL mount adapter with an integrated filter holder which lets you use all kinds of filters. The internal VND is a dream for all filmmakers, but you can also use CPL, mist and other effect filters. They also had this stylish looking magic arm, which has a trick up its sleeve. Other than normal magic arms that can only either fully lock or loosen, this one has an in-between mode, which lets you still do some adjustments just like those tilting monitor mounts. Mofage actually solves the reason why I don't like using magic arms for monitors with this one. This way you can do adjustments the fastest way possible, while still being more versatile in positioning your monitor than those tilting monitor mounts. YC Onion casually made the fastest monopod in the world. Like literally, I can't think of anything they could have done to make it faster and still having all the safety features. I was already amazed by the old version and bought that like a month before they announced the new version. No, I'm not mad, it's okay. I just buy another one, yeah, really, it's totally fine. So the new one is 100% operatable with one hand. I know that because I had to hold the camera with my right hand and do all the adjustment with my left hand. There's even a foot pedal to either lock or release the movement of the pod. And there's also a tension adjustment that you can control with your foot as well. So you don't even have to bow down for any adjustments. Oh, and when the base is locked, it is so stable you can even leave it standing with the camera rig on top. Smallrig was like, how about we let all 3 legs come out with one squeeze? This one is definitely a game changer product. The Smallrig Tribex. An amazing tripod that was developed together with YouTuber Potato Jet. This completely changes the way I look at tripod usage. I thought the Sachler Flowtech was the king of fast tripods, but the Smallrig Tribex, yo, this just makes using tripods enjoyable again. You can literally just hold it in any position you want and the legs will just adjust to the ground, no matter if it's flat, uneven or on stairs. Probably my #1 highlight at IBC 2024. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Consider liking and subscribing, it would help me a lot so I can make more tech videos like this to share with you guys. What was your IBC 2024 highlight? Let me know in the comments and let me know what other stuff you want to see in the future. See you in the next one and happy tech and travel.